What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Krenko Mutate deck, and this is going to be rocking the Naya color scheme, so, good fun stuff to be had there. We do have access to things like Auspicious Starrix, Cub Warden, King Caesar, or Huntmaster Liger, whichever you prefer. So a lot of good stuff. Now, before we go and hop into this deck tech or deck breakdown and I explain how things work, I would like to remind you, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon. Of course, hop over to Twitch and toss a follow, and Discord link down in the description, all that good stuff. Now, on into what we're actually playing here today. Krenko. Everybody loves the No Pants gang Krenko. Why they chose to give the goblins no pants, I never will understand it, but it's certainly a fun card. For those of you who don't know what Krenko is or does, well, I'll pick the rock up off you so you can see what the real world has. Whenever Krenko, 10 Street Kingpin, attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. Now, this little guy starts out as a 1/2, but given that we're playing him in a Mutate deck, obviously he's going to ramp very hard, very fast, and in some situations gain some evasion. So this deck starts out with things such as Healer's Hawk and Grim Initiates, which allows us to play these bigger Mutate creatures down on some smaller targets, given that we don't exactly draw our Krenko out, right? Because sometimes that just happens. Then we have things such as Sentinel's Oz and Karametra's Blessing, since we're also playing Bronzehide Lion, which, hint, hint, whenever it dies, comes back as an aura, and then you can use Karametra's Blessing if you don't want to pay 2 mana. So, anyways, Sentinel's Oz is going to give you your Krenko / other creatures vigilance, so that way you're not swinging in with this huge mutated creature and then just having it, well, tapped, right? Now, with Krenko, you can swing it in and have it tapped, and that's fine because you have a bunch of goblins, which are going to be able to defend anyways. But something like a Healer's Hawk or a Grim Initiate or your Bronzehide Lion, not so much the case. And then we have Footfall Crater, because this card can allow you to, in some situations, of course, get down your Krenko on turn 3 and then just immediately smash in with it, which I've found to always be fun, right? It's like whenever you get in a free hit with a Dreadhorde Butcher, you're like, you just feel warm on the inside, right? You're like, ooh, I got goblins down for free. So Footfall Crater's in the deck for that, and it's only cycling 1, so, whatever. I don't know why Unbreakable's down here with Bronzehide, but yeah, next we have Bronzehide Lion, a simple 2-mana 3/3 card that can gain Indestructible, which is really good when you have Mutate on a card, because obviously one of the downfalls of Mutate and in general is board wipes, right? So Bronzehide sort of gets around that. Of course, it can still get bounced by Teferi, but we can't all base our lives off of one card, right? Anyways. Next, we have Unbreakable Formation, which I have in here as a one-of, sort of like, you've created a lot of goblins, you need that final hoorah swing in. Obviously, Unbreakable is, well, sort of the way to go. Now, aside from Krenko, we do have another token-generating machine, be it Cub Warden. I was going to say a different sentence there, but that's what came out, so that's what we're going to roll with. Anyways, so the idea here is to throw down the Krenko, then throw down the Cub Warden, so you're going to create the 2/1/1 cat creature tokens, right? And then your Krenko is going to be a 3/5 because you're going to put your Cub Warden on top. Then you're going to swing in, it's going to gain another counter. So you're going to have this 4/6 life-linking goblin cat generating creature, all for, around 3-4 mana, given a turn or two. Which is just absolutely fantastic. It's bonkers. It allows you to go very, very wide, hence why I have the 1 copy of Unbreakable Formation. And then I also have King Caesar because this works so wonderful with Cub Warden. Obviously, whenever you play it down on a Cub Warden, well, 1, you're going to put it under because Cub Warden has that 1 extra health, so that's not beneficial. But you're going to boost up all the goblins, you're going to boost up all the kitty cats that you're making, which is obviously fantastic. And you're going to make more kitty cats because Cub Warden reads, whenever it mutates, create 2 cat tokens with the lifelink, which don't knock off the lifelink here. It can seriously save you. Next, and this card I found to actually be really, really useful with Krenko because people don't expect Krenko to go, above them. So, Footfall Keep. For 3 mana, you can give your Krenko flying, which is really, really fantastic. Of course, Gem Razor is another great Mutate card, and if you put it on your Krenko, now it has, reach and trample, and it's a 4/4, or if you've previously swung in with it, it's a 5/5, which is obviously awesome. And then Migratory Greathorn, you can ramp a little bit, that's great. And then last but not least, we have Auspicious Starrix, which if you're playing a Mutate deck, you should be playing this card. Honestly, it's so fantastic as a top end. Now, you don't have to be playing 4 copies of it. 2's fine. 4's great if you want 4. I thought that this deck already had a very, very high top end, so, you know, 4 copies of Starrix is a little too much, given we already have all this other stuff. But 2 copies just splashed in there does make for a very fun deck whenever you do get it off. For obvious reasons, you know, you're putting your Krenko up to a 6/6, which means when it swings in, it's a 7/7, you know, which is absolutely bonkers. And then we're going to take a look over here in the sideboard for other cards that I think would do well in this deck. And one I want to highlight because I think this card actually should have made its way into this deck some way, shape, form, or fashion. And that's going to be Season of Growth. Which actually works whenever you mutate a creature onto a creature, because it says whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card, and obviously when you're mutating, just because you're casting a creature spell, it's still a spell, so it still triggers it. And furthermore, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you're going to get to scry, which is also what's happening on a mutate, so I may be wrong, but I think it procs both of them on Season of Growth. Which is obviously fantastic. You're going to get to scroll through your deck, find the cards that you actually want to find, hint, hint, wink, wink, Krenko, and then the mutate, right? And then, you know, further and further on. Essence Symbiote. If you're looking for a cheaper card to go into your deck, it's a common, so everybody can afford it, right? Very cheap wild card. Furthermore, it reads whenever creature you control mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, and you gain 2 life. So it's really good against the aggro decks, and it's going to make your Krenko even better when it gets mutated onto, which is obviously fantastic, right? Next we have Infuriate, which is just going to pump your Krenko. If you want more protection from targeted removal, you always have God's Willing, which also allows you to scry, and in very niche situations it allows you to attack through your opponent's creatures, right? If it comes down, you name God's Willing for, you know, whatever color your opponent's playing, then your creature just gets to swing through for free. Next we have Everquelle Phoenix, a card that I actually haven't been playing as much as what I feel like I should have in a lot of these mutate decks. It's really kind of fantastic. So you mutate it down and it gives whatever creature you have, your Krenko, flying in 4/4, so now it's swinging in as a flying 5/5 goblin generating creature. However, you also get this pay 1 sacrifice feather and return Phoenix card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which is fantastic because guess what your opponent's going to do as soon as they realize, oh crap, this is a flying Krenko we have here, they're going to remove it. So this is really great actually. It allows you to bring the Phoenix right back, you get the 4/4 back, you have the goblins down. Sure, they got rid of your Krenko, but your Krenko's never going to live long, let's be real. And then last but not least, you can't ignore Embercleave in a deck like this when you're making a lot of tokens and you have a Krenko, because obviously Krenko and Embercleave, I find personally at least, are very fun together. So, wow, long deck. Anyways, all that being said and out of the way, we're going to go ahead and hop right into our matches. Anyways, our first foe is going to be Yasuo, not Yasuo from League of Legends, just Yasuo. Oh man, of course I'm going to keep this hand. You give me 2 Krenkos off the bat and you expect me not to keep it? You're crazy. Not me. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I don't know if we shock to get that Grim Initiate down or not. I don't think so. Our main goal here is Krenko. Krenko. Our opponent's playing Bont so far, and they have a Goose, which means, alright, I'm interested. You have my attention now. Alright, so this is really good then. We can throw this down. We actually get a shocked in that Temple Garden and threw Sentinel's Eyes on our Grim Initiate to be a blocker up against Fabled. That probably would have been a smart idea. Because either way, we're losing 2 life, right? Fabled hits us, we shock, we're losing 2 life. Well, never mind, because now Fabled, well, didn't attack at all. That's pretty good play there, though. I will have to say. Alright, it's time. Krenko. Let the bodies hit the floor. And by that, I mean, let Krenko hit the floor. So what do I think is the best mutate for our Krenko right here? Probably the Vulpikeep first, so we can get it flying, right, and avoid those Fabled Elders. Of course, we're also going to have to hope that they don't have any removal in those 3 cards. Well, 2 cards. Just swinging in. I think they realized that last time that's what they should have done. I'm going to go ahead and block with 1 Grim Initiate. This way we're not just hemorrhaging health, right? We're not going down to 14 off the bat. Hell, our opponent's at 14 just from shocking in land, so... You know. Alright, they have 2 cards left. Can they stop our Krenko? Well, they don't play anything. I do love drawing all the Krenkos. So first things first, we'll mutate. Next turn, we'll try to get a Sentinel's Eyes. Hopefully we can draw some more land. We do have 24 in the deck, so it should be very possible. We're going to put this over so it's a little bit bigger. Now it's a 3-4. Swings in, and it'll go up to a 4-5. And we'll get some... I was going to say some Zombos, but we'll get some Gobos down. And now we have Chum Blockers, right? Chum Blockers for days. Next turn, we'll throw Sentinel's Eyes onto our Vulpikeet slash Krenko. And again, hopefully we'll find some more mana. I'm very interested in our opponent's Fabled deck, I gotta say. It's very interesting. Purpose Intervention, just gonna be taking out our Vulpikeet Krenko combo. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Never mind, they're not even gonna make us chum block there. Ooh, that's really good. So let's get down Krenko. Then next turn we'll go ahead and throw Sentinel's Eyes on him. Oh, I want to know where my lands are. Hello. If I could get more than 3, that would be ideal. Really, 4 is where I'm looking to be chilling at. Our opponent's still not doing anything. Oh, game. Oh, you silly, silly game. Alright. I think I am going to go ahead and cast this Footfall as well. We'll cast it on the basic planes. I don't plan on using it this turn anyways. Actually, we could have just cycled it, right? Looked for some land. Damn it, Chance. Alright, that's fine. We'll leave it as is. Now at least our Krenko has some Karametra's Blessing to block it, right? Keep it A to the OK. Okay, just a little Omen of the Sea. They're gonna be scrying and drawing, doing that good stuff. I'm still very interested because, like, so far our opponent's deck hasn't told me anything about it, you know? Fabled, Biomancer's Familiar, sure. Perforce's Intervention, a little out there, but sure, because you have so much mana, right? So what is it? What are you trying to do here, Yasu? By the way, I do apologize if y'all can hear the donkey at any point. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Alright, so we can mutate onto the Krenko. It'll go up to a 5/5. Over and out. Sure, we'll destroy one of the Omen of the Seas. Now we swing in. We'll go up to a 6/6. We also have Karametra's Blessing to block it if they decide to, well, block it. Boost it if they decide to block it, I guess. Whatever. Alright, so 6 more Gobos. We're up to 10. Oh, yeah. They're going to let the damage ride. So opponent's going down to 4 health. I may need to get some water after this match, but I gotta say, this is working beautifully. Alright, so resolve that. Yasu, 2 to the bottom. You love to see it. Omen of the Forge. What do you... Yeah, taking out a little Gabo. Oh, 2 to the face. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Now, if they hit us with Expansion Explosion, not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little salty. But they definitely have the mana for it, right? 4, 4, 4, 3. Is that enough for 15? No, it's not. It's enough for 14. Well, we got them come our turn for sure, right? They only have 4 blockers. We have 11 units. So, I think we got this. Not to mention the trample on our Gem Razor. Alright, Yasuo, just gonna scoop it out. Look at that. Krenko, still kicking ass. Maximus Dubious. Love the name. Absolutely love the name. This seems good, right? My question is, do we go for the Fabled Passage into a forest to ensure getting down the Bronzehide Lion? I think so. Because I don't want to mutate onto the Bronzehide Lion, right? I don't want to mutate onto the Healer Sock, but I want to have the ability to protect the Healer Sock if need be, and Bronzehide Lion will do that for us, so we'll see. Opponent is playing Umori, so probably Umori mutate, right? If I had to guess about it. We'll see though. Sentinel's Eyes, that makes it to where we could actually buff up our line and not worry too much about it. We'll see. Our opponent is up to 5 total mana, but they only have 3 remaining for the turn. Essence Symbiote. So it is going to be a mutate deck. We guessed it correctly. Alright. Well, we have Bronzehide Lion down. How big does Cupboard get? It's a 3/5. I definitely want to mutate the Cupboard onto the Healer's Hawk come next turn. So we're going to do that. Problem is, I don't know if they're going to have removal. I mean, it's going to be hard to remove that because it's a 3/5. So let's go ahead and throw that there this turn. And Bronzehide will stay back. I'm a little worried, right? I'm a little worried that they might remove the Healer's Hawk because I just put a lot of priority into it. Questing Beast. Huh. I think we let that damage ride. Yeah, no blocks. We let it ride. Because we're about to get a Cupboard down, right? We're about to heal for that 4 damage and get down 2 more units, so I just think it makes good sense to not. Over. Alright. 4/6 with lifelink, vigilance, flying. You gotta love it. They're gonna let it ride. They're not gonna block it with the Grazer. That's curious. Ooh, putting trample onto a questing beast. Interesting. Now, do I... Nope. Alright, well, that gives me my answer. I was gonna say, do I block this questing piece? No, I do not. No, I do not. Because we're gonna heal up the damage whether they block with the Grazer or not. Ooh, Krenko. We got a Krenko alert, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually kind of perfect. Now we can enter this tap. Still have the mana for Karametras. Next turn we can mutate with Volpakey. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, so we're just swinging in with a 4/6 then. They're still not blocking it with the Grazer. Alrighty. Well. We can Karametra's Blessing the Cupboard and block the Questing Beast. I don't think I want to do that though. I think I want to save it for when they're going to remove. I don't really care about the Questing Beast. Do I? Because we're about to give our Krenko flying, so it's not like he needs to not have the Questing Beast down, right? Oh, they just cast that shit outright? Alright, cool, cool, whatever. Maybe I should have been playing a little bit more aggressive against you, buddy. Maybe, maybe. I need to not forget that the Bronzehide Lion can also go indestructible. So let's make sure I'm tapping this mana correctly, right? You're going here for the good old mutate. And we still have those 2 plus that. Alright, so that's everything we want, really. These 2 swing in. And now we get more Gobos. Now they do block with the Grazer here. Might be a little too late though for your Grazer, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're still at 20, and they have to deal a crap ton of damage. We have creatures that can go indestructible. We have Karametra's Blessing for the Cupboard. I think we're alright. They're going to try the biggest swing in of their lives here. Alright. Do we just go for... Well... Do I try to kill the Umori? Like that. So we're taking 4 here, we're taking 5 here. It's not lethal. Alright, so block damage. And now we show them the magic, right? Show them the good stuff. So that's indestructible. And now that's indestructible. And I forgot actually, it goes up to, so you know, we're going to be gaining more life and losing less life. So that's all good. So we're going to be at 16 health. 18, forgot about the 2 little cats doing their stuff. And all they're getting down is a silly little Grazer. Which, don't get me wrong, Grazer can throw us off a little bit. But I think we'll be alright, right? We're not going to finish them here. But this will give us 5 more Gobos. We should be alright. We should be okay to survive another hit, I think. Again, Bronzehide Lion into the Questing Beast. We're healing up 4 heal. We're healing up 4 more here, so we're going up to 22. Yeah, I don't think they have the damage to kill us. Yeah, single card draw. Alright, so Mono Green Mutate is what this was. And, well, we survived it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Blocking those actually makes more sense than blocking the big creature, because there you're blocking 2 damage for 1 blocker. Here you're only blocking 1 damage for 1 blocker. Future little tip, if you're ever blocking into trample, yeah, and then activate that so Bronzehide stays alive. We're going to gain 4 more life from the Cub Warden, so, and 1 more life from this little 1/1 cat over here. So we're going back up to 17 health, and, well, now it's over. Now it is over, for sure, for good. And again, Krenko Mutate. Maybe this deck is okay. Not saying we faced top tier decks with it so far, but you know, it's consistently done what it's trying to do, so that's good. This is alright. This is okay. Well, that's lucky. Good old Bronzehide. I think we are going to hit the Migratory Greathorn first. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was a little worried, not going to lie. They threw that growth spiral up so quick there. I was like, oh no. Alright. Oh. We have plenty of white. Let's go ahead and get some red mana down so I don't have to shock it in if I want it. And then we'll get in for the good 3 damage. Look at that. Turn 3, opponent doesn't have any creatures down. Turn 4, opponent doesn't have any creatures down. What am I talking about? Alright, let's do this here. They don't do anything. Very questionable about this, but we'll try it. It's kind of what I was expecting. I was like, they have 4 mana, they haven't played anything. What's the likelihood that they're running Frilled Mystic? Pretty likely, pretty likely. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and Frilled Mystic was going to catch something, right? I guess we could have went for another Bronzehide. It's just a matter of what did we value more, right? The Bronzehide or the Vulpix. Alright, so this is going to be getting land up. They're going to be taking us down to 14. Oh no, that's just to get the creature down. We actually have to shock it if we want to, yeah, if we want to do this. And of course we want to mutate the Auspicious Starrix. I mean, that's how you do it, right? Alright, so let's get some green mana down, I guess. Sentinel's Eyes. I do not mind. Alright, so lose your land or lose your Nissa. Obviously, they're going to lose their land here. Auspicious Starrix with Sentinel's Eyes on it. Gotta say, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And of course, we have Gem Razor, which didn't get to come down and take anything out, but it wasn't anything for him to take out anyway. So just having the 4/4 reach Trampler on the board is good enough for me. There comes another land and a Euro. Okay, they're still trying to figure out how to take care of this Auspicious Starrix. They're gonna be at 3 mana. I mean, they could have. Well, I guess not. I was gonna say they could have Sinister. They sort of just ex-nayed that, didn't they? Well, no, they still have a land down there. They still have a land. Oh, that's to make it indestructible. Right, I forget our Auspicious Starrix started out as a Bronzehide Lion, so we actually make that thing indestructible too. That's kind of nice. Alright, so of course we're getting in here. Are we getting in here though? That's the real question. I think so. I think we're getting in every which way that we can possibly manage. Now, what they don't know, hint hint, wink wink, is I have this card to give our Auspicious Starrix trample. Take out their land. You always take out their land first. I don't give a shit about a Frilled Mystic. So done there. That's right. Oh, Refoots. I didn't notice your name at the beginning. Near DNT, gonna be our next foe. Oh, game. You give me this stuff and you expect me not to take it. It's silly. It's a silly idea you have. Now, I will say this is a terrible keep. If you're playing this deck, don't keep this hand, okay? It's god awful. We have Castle Embereth, which comes in tap. We have a Shock land. We don't have enough land for our Cub Wardens. And then remember, this was off of our base hand. So you take out this and you take out the other land. So it was just a rough keep. Now we may be able to turn it around, you know, nothing's ever set in stone, but of course we're getting in with the Healer's Hawk. We want to gain that damage, or that life, sorry. We're not planning on, oh, those are just 2 planes. I thought they had some kind of weird white enchanted aura on their land already, and I was like, how did I miss that? What is this? What is this mystical card you're playing? It's a planes, Chance, you silly goose. It's a planes. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Ooh, Footfall. I think we might cycle that here, right? Well, no. Because whenever I get the Krenko down, I want to give it that trample haste. So I think we're just going for the tap land. Footfall. We'll throw Footfall on the plains. And again, I think we're swinging in. We are taking a whole lot of damage, but I have no intentions on blocking with my Healer's Hawk, right? Because I'm about to get down a Cub Warden, big old Cub Warden onto my Healer's Hawk. Okay, so they're just they're just playing stuff and going balls to the wall. I like it. No mercy, no holding back. Oh, they didn't. Alrighty. Okay then. Cub Warden, come on down. What does white mana have at instant speed that could possibly do something to us? You know what I mean? What could it be? I'm not too confident. Not too confident. Our opponent is like, surely got something up their sleeve. Would you quit? Leave Cub Warden alone. Leave it alone. Let's get in for that 3 damage. 3 free damage. We also could have used it as a defender, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know which is wiser. I suppose as a defender would be better until they put something like that down, right? Because now we're going to want to save our 1/1s for the Johnny's Prodmate. You know the bad thing also, they have Auslid, which means... So no blocks. Which means that they can give their Johnny's Prodmate eventually protection from white and just go through us, right? That sounds dirty, but it is what it is. I definitely want Sentinel's Eyes on the Cub Warden. I don't think I'm putting another Cub Warden on this Cub Warden quite yet. Though I do want to. I think we're just... Yeah, I think we're just entering this tap. We're going to get in for the 4 damage in the skies, the 4 free damage. And then we're going to call it good. We're going to call it all good. Ah, Ardenvale Tactician. Yeah, it's very nice. So we could Karametra's Blessing here if we want. What do we actually get out of that? We get 6 damage. The Ardenvale Tactician does still land though, because it still gets to tap one of the creatures. Are we dead if I don't? No. I think we save Karametra's Blessing. I think we save it. Because again, we can still chum block the Prodmate. We're not at risk of dying quite yet. Ooh. Take that back. We might be at risk of dying, ladies and gentlemen. Linden is a spicy, spicy card. You swinging with everything, buddy. What are you doing? Get it. Don't do just a little. Do it all. Gotta admit, Linden is a very nice add-in to their deck. Any deck playing any creature like Prodmate where it gains counters based off life gain is fantastic with Linden in it. Alright, so we're gonna have to chum block this big old 9/9 here. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness they ain't playing any green. I don't know if I've said a more southern sentence in a while. Excuse me. Anyways, Cub Warden, we are going to be mutating you down this turn onto the other Cub Warden. Kind of doesn't make sense, kind of does make sense. We're not gaining the 2 sizable creatures, but this way we are creating 4 little white cat creature tokens, so that's good. You know, over or under, I guess it doesn't really matter. Boom, boom. Now, of course, we get in with the 4 damage. They do have enough to go for another Ardenvale Tactician. Surely they don't have it. If they do, I'm Karametra's. No, I'm not. I have enough creatures to block. I'm not. You're right. You got me. Alright, so we're getting in with the 4 damage. Prodmate wouldn't be a bad add-in to this deck, actually, with how much life gain we actually do have with these Cub Wardens. Of course, kind of requires the Cub Wardens to go off, so maybe you don't want that. Alright, I mean, the Ardenvale can block our Cub Warden, but it can't kill it, so that's good. Now, we are going to run out of chum blockers for this Prodmate if we don't get more good cards. But again, a good old Krenko Volpakeet right where we want to be, right? Goodness gracious. Like, actually have a frog in my throat this morning. They're choosing just to swing it with the Prodmate. That's fun. At least that Prodmate doesn't have life gain. Could you imagine that? 12 life? Oh, that would be monsters to try to get through. Grim Initiate. Well, it is what it is. We could go for an Unbreakable here. If I'm gonna do that though, if they have another Ardenvale Tactician, I'm gonna be a little upset, not gonna lie. They do. They do indeed. Well, you stopped my Grim Initiate, but you're not stopping my Cub Warden, damn it. So you're gonna let non-damage rod? Fine by me. We're gonna be gaining a ton of life here. Ooh, baby. No! That's what you get for being greedy, Chance. Cub Warden's gone. Although, I will say this. If we get one single little gem razor, we're getting it all back. Goodness gracious. My throat is like actually dying this morning. Ah, damn. I was like, green card. Ooh, nope. Almost. We coulda, woulda, shoulda, but we didn't. Alrighty. Well, let's get out some basic lands here. A basic land, I should say. I just saw a Krenko. That makes me a little unsettled, not gonna lie. Exile 2 cards. Yeah, that'll be fun. Right here. Boop, boop. Alright, phone, shut up. We don't need any more notifications from you. Okay, it's all turned down. Alright, so we have a 5/6, Vigilance, First Strike, no Trample, but still. Oh, right, they have a big old Daxos. What am I doing, silly goose? That's fine. I guess we're just testing. We're just testing their might. Alright, Ardenvale Tactician. You know, if I could get a Krenko, that would be fantastic. More lands. Alrighty, so playing the waiting game. Playing the waiting game. Goodness gracious. If we don't hit anything in the next few turns, though, we're just going to be shit out of luck. Because we're running out of chum blockers. They're still getting in damage in the skies. They're still healing up tons, so... We're definitely not in a winning position right now. But again, this is why we bring this into standard play instead of ranked. No! Alright. We're going to go and call this one a GG. I don't think we're coming back from that. We just sort of got flooded there.